Hey, what's up everybody? How are you doing? This is Bayo Adio. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome. And if you're returning, I hope that you've been enjoying the content, watching all the videos. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for all the subscribe, likes, shares, comments, engagement. I feel like scrolling through my phone, it's just been full of love. So thank you. All right, so today's video is to answer some Q&A questions. So I promised you guys that when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I am going to post a video to answer some of the questions that you guys have in the comment section of that video. So this is me delivering on that promise. But before I do that, guys, let me show you something. Let me show you guys why I cannot wait to come back to Nigeria. Let me turn this camera around. You guys see that? I don't want it. But anyways, I just wanted to show you what I'm dealing with right now. I had to come back because I had a business transaction to handle, but it's actually very exciting stuff. I don't know if I can reveal all the details yet, but soon enough, I will come back here and kind of reveal what that business transaction is. But let's get after it. Before I dive into this video, I just want to do a quick shout out for all of you guys that has been so supportive ever since I started this channel. I know there's like more than 1,000 of you, but there's a few names that I recognize that continuously come back to my video and engage in comments, and I apologize if I miss a few of you, but I just feel like I need to do a quick shout out. So let's see. I'm gonna go through one of my videos and go through the comment section. This is probably the most fairest way, and anybody's names that I recognize, I would give you a shout out. So let's do this. Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna choose this video because these people, they comment on every single video that I do. So whatever video I choose, I know that they're going to be there. All right, so I'm going to start to give you guys a shout out. First person, Olori Ade, Temi TV, Temmie TV. Improve with Stephanie, of course. Mimi's Corner. Islagem 0829. I hope I pronounced that. Vegan Nigeria, thank you so much. You're always on it on all of my videos. Lagos Wear Green We Love. Thank you so much for your consistent support. Owlsworth TV. Thank you so much. Thank you for wishing me congrats. Let's see. Who else is here? Madeline Steele. Crap, I hope I'm not butchering this name. Thank you so much. Tanya L. Thank you. Of course, I definitely recognize that name. Thank you so much for always coming by. Let's see. I'm just going through this specific video. Claudia LeBoat. Crap, I hope I'm not jacking up. Thank you so much. Thank you for commenting that my channel is gonna grow. Thank you for your continuous encouragement. I always see you in all of my videos. Elastic Views, go check out her channel. Let's see. Elastic Views. I don't know how many subscribers you have yet, but let's get her up to 1,000 subscribers. Let's go together. Elastic Views. I think that those are the names that I just can kind of see under this video that I recognize. I just wanted to give you guys a quick shout out. Thank you so much. All right, so now let me just dive right into the question and answer session of this video to try to answer as many questions that you guys have. So, and then as I answer those questions, it's going to lead into me kind of breaking down, and I'm going to try to keep it short for everyone. So the first one here that I'm looking underneath that video that I told you guys to put a question on, The first one here is my wife Nigerian? And no, my wife is Cameroonian. So yeah, border of Nigeria. I think we're all the same anyway. But yeah, my wife is Cameroonian and I met her in the US. Let's see. What online business do you do? Well, multiple. So I would say the first online business that I do is I run a digital marketing agency and a VA agency. So what we do is we run marketing campaigns through social media to help businesses grow their clientele base. We also do it for brand awareness, marketing, sales, those type of things. And we're also evolving into matching businesses with like their own virtual assistants as well. So that's kind of like what I do for the online business. Another thing that I do online is I am a business coach. So I work with one of my mentors and we coach business owners predominantly in the health and wellness space. So think gym owners, chiropractors, nutritionists, dietitians, functional practitioners, those type of in that niche. We teach them how to grow their business, how to grow their profits, how to build a team, how to implement systems in their business, all that type of stuff. So that's what I do. That's like my job. And the VA is like my business. So I do both online. And then another thing that I do is short-term rentals, Airbnb. So for people that need a place to go, I have a few places in the US that people can use for accommodation. So that's also another thing that I do. So I have to be online a lot. So those are the three main things. But now, can I say I'm a YouTuber? I think I just got monetized 3-4 weeks ago or something. So maybe this would become another source of revenue. Who knows? But also one important thing, outside of my online ventures, I actually own a physical gym in the US. We have about 125 clients or so. So that takes up a lot of mental space and time and energy as well. It's just a studio where we train people to get fit, lose weight, live a healthy and active lifestyle. So that is also like another one of my professions. All right. Next question here is, have you checked out the Sango Tedo area in Lagos? If so, do you think Airbnb would be profitable there? You know what? It was on my list to actually go check out the Ibejuleke area, Aja area, Sangotedo area, because I was actually going to purchase a property in the Aja area. But things got so busy, I never got a chance to do that. So I have not been. But in terms of deciding if Airbnb would be profitable there, so from my experience going to a lot of Airbnbs and kind of observing kind of the markets in Lagos, I am not quite sure that the developing areas are ripe for Airbnb yet. They might be in 6 months' time or a year time, but typically Airbnbs and short-term rentals are predominantly more successful in places that has a lot of tourists, places that have a lot of events that people come to, like places like the Island or the Lekki Phase 1, Lekki Phase 2 area, maybe the Chevron area. But I do think though, Airbnb, this is a great place to start because of course in these areas, everything is expensive. You guys see my videos where like all these Airbnbs and short-term rental places that are furnished are like $75 to like $150, $200 a night. So, but there, the good thing is you can purchase real estate cheap right now because it's eventually going to get there. And then you can plan to do Airbnb. I don't know if you'll be booked full, but maybe because a lot of people are coming to that area to try to purchase land, to try to figure out what to buy, maybe you get those type of clients. So yeah, I think it actually would eventually be a great business for Airbnb. But at this moment right now, I'm not sure yet. Again, I'm not saying I'm not sure. I'm saying I'm not sure because I haven't been to that area to be able to observe the market and the demand for it. But I know in the Island, the demand is ridiculously high. All right. Let's see here. Everything underneath this video is just you guys blessing me with your love and support, telling me congratulations, telling me you love my channel, telling me you love my content. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. All right, let's see. Congratulations, congratulations. Oh, shout out to Atom Topa. He was my 1000th subscriber. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, questions. I actually have some questions for you. When did you go to America and why? It seems you're a tourist in Nigeria, but you grew up there. So I'm assuming you've lived in America for a long time. What do you do for work to be able to afford living in Nigeria for right now? It seems you're living in a higher cost area. If anything else comes to mind, I'll leave another comment. And this is from Dre. Great, great question. So I did feel like a complete tourist when I came back to Nigeria. And for you guys that have left the country for a long time, like 10, 15, 20 years, you are absolutely going to feel like a tourist because so many things have changed. It's not the same. And I should probably speak specifically for Lagos, Nigeria. It's not the same Lagos that you were familiar with before you left. So many things have changed. But to answer these questions, to give you guys just a short recap, I was born in the US, and then when I was 5, I actually went to Nigeria, and I lived in Nigeria for 10 years. So for me, when I went to Nigeria, when I was young, I actually didn't remember anything about the US. For me, as far as I knew, I was 100% Nigerian because when I came back, I had very little familiarity with the US culture. So I'm one of those that's always kind of stuck in the middle where like people don't know if I'm quite American or Americans think I'm more Nigerian because they hear my accent, and then Nigerians think I'm American, and I always kind of bounce back. But long story short, I came back to the US when I was 15. So I went to primary school in Nigeria and some high school, and I left like in SS1 time when I was in SS1, and I hope you guys know what that means. And then I went back and I came to the US, and then I went to college, and then I settled here, had my family here, built businesses here, and did all of that stuff. So, but I actually competed for Nigeria as an athlete. So my last time in Nigeria was, I would say, maybe 8 years ago. And typically with that, I would come every year, but it's been, honestly, it might even be 10 years. Heck, crap. Might be even a lot longer than I thought. Yeah, so I used to come, but I haven't been in like 10 years or so. So when I came, everything was new to me. But it was exciting because one of the things that I was looking forward to doing when I came to Nigeria is that all the things that I didn't get a chance to experience when I was young, because when I was young, we were not, we were not higher class, like middle class. I lived in Dokbemwa, so it was like, I lived in like lower class-ish neighborhood. So I didn't have the accessibility to experience all the things that I'm experiencing now. I was also a kid. My focus was playing football on the streets, going to school, coming back, all of those things. So I was in deep of the mainland. So coming back here as an adult, I've never went to a movie theater in Nigeria. I've never went to the beach in Nigeria. I've never had all these experiences. I've never went to a bank. I've just never did all these things when I was young. So as an adult, I wanted to experience doing all of these things for the first time in Nigeria. So that is kind of a little bit of a story there. That's why it looks like I'm a tourist, because I haven't done this. I didn't know what a BVN was. I didn't know what an NIN number is. I didn't know what it takes to open up a bank. I didn't know what POS is. and I grew up in Nigeria, but I would say the only things that I can definitely remember is my cultural upbringing. So that hasn't changed in terms of like interactions and dealing with people. My cultural context is still there. I can still speak Yoruba. Pidgin, not as much because I haven't used it. But in terms of experience of living in Lagos, especially on the island, everything is new to me. So I'm completely like a tourist. I've never catched an Uber in Lagos before. So I feel like a complete tourist. And this is why I'm documenting this. So when other people come back, or when you're watching my channel, you can kind of see like, wow, there's so much that has changed. Like, I didn't know all of these things happen. All right. What do you do for work? I already kind of answered that in the earlier part of this video. It seems like I'm living in a higher cost of area, yada yada yada. Well, I am. The island is extremely expensive. To be honest, when me and my family came, we actually came with the intention of coming to enjoy Lagos. So it was not like a full move. We were just, but it was not like a 2 week short trip. I wanted us to like be completely immersed in the culture of Lagos. So that's why we plan to like stay for 3 to 4 months. With that being said, one of like the conditions of me being able to do this is I needed to have fast internet. I needed to be in a place where it's comfortable enough for me to work from home, from the person that I'm working for. So the island just seemed like the better fit. And also in Nigeria, so like the people that live in the UK, Canada, US, we're so used to like a specific standard of living. And what I mean by that is we consider so many things basic here, like in terms of amenities. But in Nigeria, the things that we consider basic are actually luxury. So that's why it looks like I ended up in almost luxury, which is, I don't consider luxury, but it is luxury in Nigeria. So what do I mean by that? 24/7 electric in US is normal. Low, whether you're poor or rich, it's running water is like normal, whether you're poor or rich or whatever. So all these things are like basic amenities. So I think that in order to be able to have that level of standard in Nigeria, unfortunately, because it's considered luxury, you have to pay a little bit higher for it. So yeah, so that's what happened there, and we saved for this. So like I saved for this trip. I knew that this was gonna be one of the things that we have to do. But honestly, I am very shocked at how expensive the island part of Lagos is. That's the one thing that, everything else I'm not too surprised, but that is what I'm shocked about. So I think somebody else asked another question, so I'm gonna break down why it's expensive and different things. All right, let's see here. Thank you. I'm saying thank you because of all of you guys showing me so much love. It looks like my content has inspired some people. This is so amazing, like the impact that this YouTube can have. I've seen people that said because they're watching my channel, they've decided to pull the trigger to come and visit Nigeria. Some people are saying they bought a second house. Some people are saying they're definitely going to invest in Nigeria now. This makes me so much happy because this is my main reason for creating this, for taking this YouTube thing very seriously and creating content, is because when I was living to Nigeria, it's funny, Nigerians are even more negative than other places. People were, you know, there was like, what, you're going to Nigeria? You are crazy. And some people also, and this is when NSARS just ended as well. But now it's almost opposite. People are almost like, what? Why would you ever leave Nigeria to come back? Stay there. So it's crazy how the narrative has changed. To me, that's my mission. I want more people to like come back. I want them to visit. If you don't move here, I at least want you to come and visit. Or I want you to come and take advantage of some of the investment opportunities that exist right now. So yeah, so that is exciting stuff. Yeah, I'm just reading the comment that sparked that thought. Somebody said they're investing in a real estate. Let's see. Thank you. I love your vibe. You have good content. Your information has been very informative. Somebody also said after COVID, they're going to visit Nigeria. Thank you. Ooh, somebody said, the realness in your video have made me purchase my second home in Lekki. Yes, I love it. It makes me so happy. All right. The question is, are you going to stop uploading when you get back to the USA, or are you going to continue putting out fire content? I am not going to stop uploading. I still have a lot of videos that I need to compile and put together. So that's why you guys are going to see me posting videos like I'm still there, is because I'm still editing them. So yeah, I will still be posting videos. Some videos that I have in mind is just even some of the prep things that I have to do in the US to be able to live long-term for Nigeria, or what the working experience is like in Nigeria. things like yesterday I had to go figure out how to actually wire funds to Nigeria. Things like cost of living, things about like investments and things like that. So I'll still be posting for sure about all of that. All right, people saying they're definitely looking forward coming to visit to Nigeria. Yes, come home. Let's see. All right, I think that is all the questions that people asked so far. Ooh, this video is already 20 minutes long. One last thing, I think somebody asked in another video the difference between like what's considered like a short-term rental and what's long-term. Just so you guys can reduce the shock factors when I do some of the Airbnb videos. So the way this thing works, let me take a sip of tea. When I say short-term rental in my video, I typically mean that there are some places all over the world, people put up their house as like an hotel. So when I say Airbnb, they have different companies that do this short-term thing. So instead of you going to rent a hotel for a day and pay like $75, $100 a night, you can actually rent someone's house for like a day. So the people that do those businesses, that's how they make money. They put up their house for rent as a daily rental. So that's what I consider short-term rental. And on the island, short-term rental is typically anywhere from like $65, $75 one night to like sometimes if you go clear to the Banana Island, Ikoyi area, there's some beautiful houses for like $300, $400 a night. That's for big people, big men. All right, so for people that are coming to visit, I think short-term rental Airbnb is better than a hotel. Ideally, you want to have some place to stay because, you know, or you want to live on the mainland or a little bit on the outskirts where it's a little bit cheaper. But if you're just coming to visit for a short term, the short-term rental was ideal because it was furnished. I didn't want to go get furniture. I also didn't want to deal with like the whole like process of what it takes to run like a place if you go get an apartment. So that means like your own generator, your own power supply, electric, water, internet. I because I have such a very heavy workload, I didn't want to deal with that. So I decided for this trip specifically, as I'm learning, as I'm getting used to like the environment, what's around me, for me, the most important thing is where I am living, because everywhere else is, you know, it's an adventure, but at least where I stay, for me and my family, needs to be a place that is comfortable. Then I can go out there and tackle the world. So now, those people that you're renting from, you can now decide, instead of doing like a daily rental, you can work out an agreement that, hey, you're planning on staying there for like 2 to 3 months. Can they work out a deal with you, or for 2 months? And then you can work out a deal. Like for example, if they're charging like $100 a night, if you stayed there, according to their daily rates, if you stayed for 30 days, that would be $3,000. Now, some people might be willing to work with you to like pay $2,500 or $2,400 or $2,000. So everything is negotiable in Nigeria, is what I've learned. And I think that was the question. So you can always negotiate the rent. But ideally, long term, if you're making a move, hands down, you need to be buying or you need to rent a year apartment. And if you're paying like full, the only downside is when you rent for a year, you typically have to pay in full for the whole year. And if you're doing that route, typically rent would be somewhere around $700-800 to $1,000 a month on the island. So it gets drastically cheaper, but you're on your own. You have to handle a lot and do all of that stuff. So also, Airbnb, there's a review system, so that helped us kind of vet where we want to be and where we want to stay. So if you're coming to visit for like a week, 2 weeks, or something like that, and you don't want to stay in a hotel, consider getting an Airbnb in a great location that you like. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I just wanted to come here and do a Q&A. I think I'll do another one once we hit 2,000 subscribers. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you guys listening. If you have any more questions, comment underneath this video. I'll come back and respond to it. Thanks, guys. Have a nice week. Peace.